Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
Go!
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Oh, what a move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Neal. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Neal. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 21 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Woo! 552.
Looking to throw. Neal. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Neal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is Parker, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
2nd and 5. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Come on. Mike 3.
Looking to throw. Neal. And got a man. It's Woods. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Neal. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Operating from the gun, Neal. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Neal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Check 3. Mike 12, look. Exit. Check Mike 12. Mike 12. We own this.
Back to throw. Neal. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. He's coming. We got double up. Move. Hey, Mike 52. Switch up. Mike 52. Danny.
throwing on first down. Neal. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun again to Henderson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Neal. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now he's forced out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Scott Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Yo. Check 99.
To throw again, Neal. And Woods has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Let's 57, 57's right.
I got it. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D.
57's the mic.
From the gun, Neal. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Neal. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Rams, first down.
Let's go. Time to end it.
That's what I do. Check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Neal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Neal. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Neal. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the safety crack. 52's the mic. Now watch run. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Shut up.
Now it's Jackson, and he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. Crunch. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Back up.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
Got it. 52. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 80 weapon. 95's the same. No, check his mic.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out as they have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henderson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards there, first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On first down, Henderson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. One team on it. Good team on it. Good flip. Good flip.
2nd and 13. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Looking to throw. Neal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Touchdown, Oakland. He goes 86 yards on the kick return as his guys have now moved out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He shifts past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check, check, lucky.
On the carry is Henderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Sponge, sponge.
On 1st down, Henderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? Charles the Buck.
To throw on 2nd down. Neal. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 25-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Jackson now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A give for Henderson running to the right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
3 goes one. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Better bring it. You better bring it. You let me know.
Back to throw. Neal. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Looking to throw. Neal. And his throw here is incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
152, 152. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. No, check that.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Neal shifts by him at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Ready. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together. Watch it.
He'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Back to throw. Neal. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the 66. Pull it. Hey, switch gears. That's it.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. He's got the hook up to Miller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Go. I got it. 15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They go with the ground game, pick up the first. Now, plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Here's Jordan Berry now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Henderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go back to Henderson on first down, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Neal. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Woods. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Neal. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It's complete to Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, no. Bang out. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, no. Hey.
Back to throw. Neal. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Woods, the intended receiver. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Hey, watch it. Tight dog. Check 9, check. Rest. Undercut. 36. Kill. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Big ass.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the